Regis Prograis loses a unanimous decision to Jack Catterall. Right? Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, yup.
All right. What'd you think of the performance? And we saw Devin and Jack go back and forth. Could we look forward to that?
Hey, I'm with it. You know, I like it, man. I ain't got no problem. I mean, that's a good match to me for Devin Haney to take right now. He should be undefeated, to be honest with you. Catterall. I thought he beat Taylor, so we can give him his first official L. But good fighter. I ain't gonna take nothing away from him. I know we'd get at him, but he's a real good fighter. So, and he fought a good fight that fight. But I do like the fight, and you know, I mean, that could be next. You know, I'm with it 100%.
What did you see in that fight that, you know, that could have you, I ain't going to say worried, but what did you see that you have to respect as far as with Jack Catterall?
You know, I pretty much respect every fighter to step into the ring, but with Catterall, he's slick. He could kind of offbeat a fighter's tempo, but I think that his style is kind of tailor-made for Devin, though. Because, you know, a real good boxer, a little slippery, slick, but, you know, trying to be slick against Devin Haney is like, it's kind of like a double-edged sword, you know. It's kind of like, here, I could just hang, I'm going to hand Catterall a rope and let him hang himself. But, no, but I like Catterall, though. He could fight. Like, you know, I even boxed him early on in his career. You know, he a lot younger than me, but I've been in the ring with him before years ago. So he a good fighter, but he can't do nothing with Devin though.
I mean, it seemed like you've been in there with everybody, obviously.
Yeah, I have.
Boxing or sparring though.
Yeah, yep.
Do me a favor. Give me who was the toughest guy you've ever shared the ring with? Either sparring or boxing, doesn't matter.
Damn, I've been in with so many tough ones, man. I used to spar with the Charlos.
Oh,
and
shit.
They middleweights, too. But they was younger than me, so yeah. This one, they was like maybe 18, 17. I'm like 7 years older or so. So I was smaller but older. So I used to box them like damn near like 2-3 days a week for like a year or two. Because they like, you know, they wanted the skill and I wanted the power and the size. But yeah, I done been in there with, man, one day I thought about it. I'm like, damn, I just sparred with Sean Porter, even from Vic Darchinyan, I done been in there with, man, like literally, I looked at the list, I'm like, damn, I done probably been in there with like 70, 80 guys, probably 30, 40 other world champions, and even good fighters. I would have to literally probably show you a list. I jotted down about 50 people that I sparred with.
Damn,
that's like top fighters, like 50, 60. Even when I was young, back when I was with Kronk, with Emmanuel Stewart, I had forgotten. I seen the picture, and I'm like, damn, I worked with this cat. He was a champion. What's dude's name? His name was Ray Beltran.
Yeah.
He was already pro. He used to be with Kronk. But I used to spar with him. He a few years older than me when I was like 16. I done been in there with Prince Nassim. I done been in there when I say damn near like everybody, almost everybody.
Yeah, what I noticed from being in the gym, when y'all young, you get in there with guys, you don't even know who they are or their names. They just hop in. And a lot of times it's guys that turn out to be something later on.
Yeah, they end up turning out, and that's how it end up happening. So when I go back and I look, I'm like, damn, I've been in there with everybody. Even fighters that still top to this day, like Richardson Hitchens. I done work with him, a ton of guys that's young, good fighters now, you know, where they was young. And, you know, I was still active. So I sparred with so many guys, I could barely, I would have to really sit down, and it'd probably take me about a month to remember.
Last question, Mac. Two guys that I know y'all going to see down the road. Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson. If that were to happen in a unification lightweight bout, who wins that?
Between those two?
Yeah, between those two. Tank and Shakur? Yeah.
Man, I think it's 50-50. Like, you know, I think that, man, that fight gotta happen. I'm hoping it happen in the next year at least. Like, you know, I don't knock them for it not already happening, because I think it gotta cook and brew a little bit more. But I was hoping that Lomachenko would have at least fought one of them. You know, even I would have rather him fight Shakur, because Shakur beating him to me would bring his name up to where it would have made the Tank fight happen, because then Tank and them would be like, okay, because Tank on that Canelo side of boxing where, you know, he getting a big bag no matter who he fight. Not saying that he ain't a risk taker, but just playing the business and boxing at the same time. He gonna wait for Shakur for last. He ain't gonna probably fight Shakur until he really gotta fight him. That don't mean that he's scared of him or nothing, but it's business. If you got a guaranteed deal, everybody's different. He might say, all right, I'm gonna leave him for last. If I got a 6-fight deal, he might want him to be number 6, but I think that if Shakur had fought like a Loma, or even if he fight the Farmer and Zepeda winner, I think after that, they should fight. Because Tank already right now, people just want to see him fight because he delivered. And that's what I explained about Boots. You want to see them guys fight no matter who they fight. Like, even though I'm going to watch every Shakur fight because he a purist, but I'm saying you got to really be a diehard fan to watch Shakur just fight anybody. You got to kind of put Shakur in the right matches, you know. But it been hard for people to want to get in the ring with Shakur, which it ain't his fault either. So, but yeah, I would like to see. I think him and Tank probably happen within 2 years.
Tank is looked at as one of the most complete fighters in boxing, right?
Yeah.
And Shakur is not viewed as a puncher or a guy that lets his hands go to the liking of fans, right? How do you offset what Gervonta Davis does if you're Shakur and still win the rounds?
Still win the rounds, yeah. He got to let his hands go more than, you know, which I'm sure he know and that he will do. Kind of just let his hands go more, but at the same time, fight not too cautious, but stay alert. You got to stay alert with Tank because Tank is real good at. Tank could catch you slipping, man. That's one thing people don't. Tank is a much better skilled fighter than people really see because they always looking for the knockout. But Tank puts you in position to knock you out before he even do it. He kind of know how to weaken you and know what position to put you in. Like even when he fought Frank Martin, the shot that he hit him with was like, man, he kind of threw him into that position, and that's why the knockout was so kind of pretty because he kind of got him in that position to where he ran him into the punch. But with Shakur, it's going to be hard to do that because Shakur know how to get in and out, and he know how to counter as well, and he's super hard to hit. So Tank will probably have to start a lot earlier than he normally start. Like he kind of usually start a little bit later in the rounds because he almost know, like, man, I'm gonna break this cat down. But yeah, to me, that's one of the top 3 fights in boxing.